The Lynx select Seimone Augustus from LSU.
Seimone Augustus, smooth operator.
Seimone Augustus, that's the quiet assassin. When you describe her, you gotta be quiet, and it's an assassination taking place on the court.
How would I describe Seimone Augustus? Smooth, on and off the floor. Like even her game was a little like that. She'd rock you to sleep, and funny. Got to giggle, like to have a good time, witty little comebacks and sayings, but just always giggling at something or somebody.
Seimone is a really special person. She's one of these people that sort of like is like the Pied Piper.
She's the Pied Piper.
I say the Pied Piper.
She's a fool. Like, she just has a natural ability to bring laughter.
She just likes to relax, have a good time, make sure everybody around her is having a good time. You need anything? Can I get you anything? Kind of like a gatherer of people.
Money Moan is just, a character. That's how I would describe her. And just someone you just gravitate to. Just her personality. She likes to be funny. But, she's the ultimate professional. Like, the pin down game, that was Money Moan to the fullest, like to the end of her career.
Seimone could raise over anyone. And then she also had the Moan floater, is what we call it, the Moan float. She was unstoppable. Offensively, she was unstoppable.
She's a 6-foot guard, roughly, with a release that goes up behind her head here. And I'd never seen somebody have a release and a jump shot and go in every single time like hers.
Yeah, I think the most beautiful thing about Seimone's shot is from the waist up, it's the exact same shot every time, where it's a crossover, whether it's a turnaround, where it's a pull-up, and that's what made her a phenomenal shooter. There's not too many perimeter shooters who shoot over 50%, but she did that on the collegiate level and she's did at the pro level.
Moan wasn't the quickest, but that crossover was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care, you can put the fastest person on her, Moan still is gonna get a shot off. And to just watch her do her thing, it's always a moment, because it's like, how is she so slow, but she still managed to get that thing off, and it just looks so nice.
This kid's from where, Louisiana? This Louisiana kid giving you crossovers like that. This is not a New York kid. This is not a Chicago kid. This is a Louisiana kid killing you.
When Seimone is out there, it's almost like she's dancing. She's got this kind of cadence to her dribble, to her bounce, and then it's coming, but there's nothing you can do about it. And then, of course, her jump shot, her mid-range, is one of the best that the game has ever seen.
I'll never forget one of my favorite memories of Seimone coaching her was in the 2011 finals, playing against Atlanta, and the way that she was able to get to where she wanted to on the floor and execute.
Push came to shove in games, it was going to Moan. That was the best performance in 2011, Game 2, here against Atlanta. She carried us for the majority of the game, and at that point, she's probably the best player in the world.
We had a really good training camp in 2011. And the reason we had a really good training camp in 2011 was because Seimone was highly motivated. And we had talked to Seimone about, what do you want your legacy to be? And if you want more than just being an all-star and scoring 20 points a game, then this is what you need to turn your attention. In order for this team to be in the playoffs and compete for a championship, your best player, which Seimone was at that time, your best player has to be willing to do all the little things, the dirty work, and lead in that way.
So she could have sat it down and just said, I'm gonna score 50, I'm gonna be good. But she wanted something more. And I think she worked to make sure she put herself in the position that when the more came, in the form of Lindsay Wegland, Rebecca Brunson, Maya Moore, Taj McWilliams-Franklin, Candace Wiggins, Sharday Houston, all of us, Monica Wright, that she was ready and available to accept that and ready and available for that title.
She was the start of a very wonderful time for our team, and she stayed with it. And it was very much, I think, appreciated by her teammates, her coaches, and all the staff that worked with her.
Well, Seimone's the most unselfish superstar there's ever been and there ever will be. She knew that in order to get where she wanted to go, she needed to surround herself with great players but great people. So she could have been like all time, scoring and this and that, but she wanted to win. She wanted to win. She put team above everybody else.
And that's what makes Seimone special. She showed us every day, led by example, just of everything that you needed to do as to be a pro and to be a part of this organization.
No matter what is happening, she is going to compete. No matter how she feels physically, mentally, emotionally, she is going to compete. And she brought that every day, every practice, every game. And, you know, that allowed her to be great.
So that skill set, the will, the competitiveness, being able to play with other people, being a good teammate, I think all those pieces have made her successful, have won championships, gold medals, and one of the best.
All you have to do is get Seimone the touch. You don't have to worry about, is it on this side of the floor? Is it in her shooting pocket? Is it this? And some players you have to do. Get Seimone the touch. And then sit back and watch. The all-time greatest at making those difficult shots. That's not coaching. You know, that's Seimone Augustus.
Number 33 will forever hang in our house. And now, a few words from our number 33.
Where BB at? BB, I am not crying. I am not crying. I'm not crying. Oh, man. My dad always say when athletes get the mic, they like to say, hey, Mom. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to say, hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. I want to say thank you to my family members and friends that are here. They've been here with me since day one. So obviously this is a special day for all of us. To Mr. Taylor and his family, I want to say thank you for drafting me in 2006. I was able to fulfill a dream of one day playing in the WNBA and being a part of a great franchise. And you allowed me that opportunity to do so. We came here, we done great things, we were a family. Miss Becky, don't forget about the lasagna when you're cooking. And my Christmas card, at Christmas. Those are the moments and those are the things that really mattered. And that's what made us one here with the Lynx. 2010 was Coach Reed's first year, and we were not very good. I remember her coming into the locker room after one game, and she was like, come on, you guys, are we not that good? And Bronson said, no, Coach, we aren't that good. To my teammates, PP, Big Seal, Mama Taz, Weezy F. Whalen, BB, and the many other teammates that I've had throughout my time, I enjoyed playing basketball. That was my pure passion, but you all made it fun for me. Every day I got to come and play with a group of women who shared that same passion, that same fire, that same competitive spirit that they spoke about that I had. We had that every day. And what they say, iron sharpens iron. And did not that iron sharpen that iron? Every day we competed against each other. Every day we brought the best out of each other, whether it was as a player or as a person. We were a family, we were a sister, and we enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed every moment that we shared. And I want to thank you all for that. I had one more thing, fans. The first day that I stepped here in Minnesota, a fan was the one that greeted me, a Minnesota Lynx fan. She was a Delta agent, and she gave me a card and some kind words. And that was my experience my entire 14 years here with the fans. I have a wheelchair crew, Miss Amy and Big Mike, I don't know if you're in here, that always gave me a fist pump and some kind words before I came out here. Section 110, 111 with the Who's House, Our House. All right, you're still in here. And don't try it tonight, though, not tonight. And that's the energy that we enjoy. That's the energy that made us who we were. Y'all made this a tough place to play. Y'all made our jobs easy. All we had to do is perform. And I thank you for that. Thank you all. I love you, Minnesota. Good night.